Hello, and welcome to the video newsletter brought to you by Coltronics of Richland Center. This is Joe Kelch, and today with us, associate producer Pat Olson. Pat and I will be introducing the show today, and we want to remind you once again it's at 2 o'clock each Tuesday Eastern Time on the same satellite. The agenda today is quite a varied one. We're going to be talking about our regional offices. We're going to take a tour of a stainless steel manufacturing plant. We're going to be discussing our stainless steel dishes in detail. We have a bargain corner that we'll be bringing to you on a regular basis. And we're going to unveil a Trans 10 antenna, a really big item. And we're going to talk about something that's free. Technician's Corner is also on the agenda, and we have a lot to say about many other things. But first, Pat?
And one of those things includes a tour of our stainless steel manufacturing plant.
The only stainless steel antennas in the industry are produced by Coltronics. On a massive press that required 3 railroad cars to move to the plant site, the antennas are hydroformed each day. Using water in the hydroforming process, the antennas are turned out in 3 sizes: 66-inch, 90-inch, and 112 inches. Sheets of 304 gauge stainless steel are placed precisely on the press in preparation for the massive pressure to start the patented process during which the parabolic curve is developed. Tons of pressure are exerted during the process, an absolute necessity where stainless steel is concerned because of its superior strength and toughness. But once the stainless steel antenna is formed, it keeps that shape thanks to its molecular memory. That's why Coltronics can offer a 10-year warranty on its antennas. The parabolic curve will not change. The Nova SS 112-inch antenna has been tested and approved for 2-degree spacing. Tests were conducted by Telstat Corporation of Houston, Texas. Coltronics knows that because the press die is extremely accurate, thousands of dishes can be turned out with the same high quality. This is not the case with spun metal dishes, where each succeeding dish varies from the die because of the wear during the process. Stainless steel was chosen as the metal because of its vastly better tensile strength and qualities of reduced heat expansion. In fact, it has twice the resistance to heat expansion as aluminum and has 3 times the tensile strength. It's much smoother and is also non-corrosive. After the process during which the dish is formed, excess water is expelled while the majority of the water used in the forming process is recovered and recycled. The press slowly withdraws and permits workmen to remove the completed antenna, inspect it, and continue the water drainage. The 183-pound SS-112 is lifted effortlessly by the vacuum hoist, visually inspected, and moved to the cutting rack, where a workman neatly trims the surplus steel from the edges with a plasma cutter. The dish edges are clean and uniform after that process. The antenna is lifted off the cutting rack and swung over toward the finished stack. Once again, a visual inspection takes place. Workmen know that because the machine die is extremely accurate, thousands of dishes can be turned out with that same high quality. During today's show, distributors of Coltronics will be brought to your attention periodically. We'd like to keep that in mind, and also the fact that after we had the stainless steel manufacturing plant tour, we'd like to show you some of the regional offices.
And they are Coltronics Rocky Mountain. That's located in Boulder, Colorado. You can call the manager, Peter Beeman, at 303-530-3422. Also in the West, Coltronics West in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can call manager Rudy De La Paz at phone 702-362-5816. Or in the Southeast, it's Marietta, Georgia. You can contact manager Ron Cockcroft at phone 404-955-6682.
Satellite Antenna Systems Incorporated, Houston, Texas, 713-680-9900.
Home Satellite Systems, Memphis, Tennessee, 901-372-5932.
Go Satellite Incorporated, San Marcos, California, 619-744-7334.
Movie Magic Satellite, Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, 519-542-1942. With a discussion of our stainless steel dishes, here's Jim Atkinson.
Hi, I'm Jim Atkinson, and we're here to discuss the stainless steel antenna. Here at Coltronics, we feel the antenna is the most important part of the satellite receiving system. And that's the reason we have chosen stainless steel as our leader. We use 16 gauge number 304 stainless steel as the material in the reflective surface. The reflector is made by a hydroforming process. That's the reason for the super smooth surface, creating the most accurate surface possible in an antenna on the market today. The parabolic reflector itself is a one piece, eliminating the time of assembly and also assuring you of maximum parabolic efficiency. The surface of the microwave reflector is a satin finish, eliminating the need for painting or putting a finish coat on the surface itself, which will eliminate any need for any future maintenance. The stainless steel reflector has a factory-formed outside perimeter, increasing the entire reflector integrity. All Coltronics stainless steel antennas have a 10-year factory warranty, assuring you, the dealer, of a quality product, and also your customer that he has got a quality product and a company that will stand behind it. We have an optional quad pod support Gemini enclosure encompassing or enclosing the polar rotor and the LNA and also the down converter in some cases inside a weatherproof enclosure, allowing for a very rigid support. There is also a button hook feed available, allowing you to totally adjust the feed from the back of the dish. The Coltronics mount has a greasable, self-aligning bearing, reducing wear to an absolute minimum. The mount also has an infinitely adjustable declination offset, allowing for precise trackability regardless of your geographic location. The elevation beam is manufactured from a 4-inch by 4-inch box tube, making it a very rigid beam. The yoke itself slides over a 3 1/2 inch outside diameter pole. This is standard on all of our mounts, from the 66-inch mounts all the way up to the SS112. And this also includes our mesh antenna mount also. The reason we do this is twofold: to cut down on the inventory of poles, and more importantly, say for instance your customer buys a 66-inch antenna system and later on decides he wants to go with a larger antenna. There's no need to put a larger pole in. Merely pull the mount off and slide the new mount for the other antenna system on the pole that's already in place at the job site. And this will greatly reduce installation time. The mount is secured to the reflector via a circular rear support pan, making it a very rigid mounting system. Considering the quality of the Caltronics Nova stainless steel antenna, the strength and durability of the Nova mount, also incorporating the circular rear pan, and for the cost, the price to you of the stainless steel reflector systems, in comparison to the systems you're now using, it's really not that much more to go with something that's going to last and give you superb picture quality. Don't you think you owe it to yourself and to your customers to try one out? Give us a call. More than happy to talk to you.
Hi, I'm Jim Sund. Channel Guide gets with the program.
Hi, I'm Leslie Howard. Hi, I'm Mary Covens. Hi, I'm Dina Newberg. Hello, I'm Pat Hennig. Hello, my name's Catherine Edgar.
And this is Lloyd Covens with some of the Channel Guide crew here at the 1984 SAT Expo. Channel Guide gets with the program every week, 52 times a year. And our new publication, Galaxy One, gives you the best from the new used communication satellite, our easy-to-read grid format, and our monthly updated logs, and interesting ads and information. So for your free sample to Channel Guide or Galaxy One, call now. Operators are standing by. 1-800-654-3006. That's Channel Guide, a free sample copy by calling 1-800-654-3006.
Our bargain corner includes discontinued, slow-moving, and other components at special prices. Here's Jim Pletzer.
Hi, I'm Jim Pletzer. I'm one of the regional managers here at Caltronics. I'm here today to tell you about our bargain corner. Now, did I say bargain corner? That's right, I did. So pay close attention. These products are in limited supply. The number will be flashing at the bottom of your screen. Pay close attention and give us a call. First of all, I'm going to be telling you about this product. We have the Arunta 318 stereo processor. Now, the Arunta has a wide and narrow band. It also has a discrete matrix, your expansion, Dolby noise. It has a filter. Also, we have 2 meters for your subcarriers, A and B. Next to the stereo processor is another Arunta product, which is the Invader, also called the 425. This is a infrared remote control with a digital readout. Okay, I'm going to skip down here to the next shelf now. We have the KLM Sky Eye 2. It has the variable tuning for the video and also variable for the audio. Next we have the SVS receiver. Now, this is also an infrared remote. It also has an auxiliary remote also. This is for another TV set in your home. Now from the SVS receiver, we will be going to actuators. Down here I have the basic 2200, which has a 12 satellite select board. You can use this automatically or manually with your east-west button. Next, I'll be moving down to the Eclipse 1, which is here. Scoot down a little bit. This is a fully programmable, and it runs off 90 volts. Now, from the Eclipse, we're going down to the ADAC actuator, which has an east-west manual, or is also programmable, and it has a fast and a slow switch. Okay, next to it, for those of you shopping for a relatively low-price stereo processor, we have the Intersat. Give me a call on this. I'll make you a good deal on it. Right below this, we have the STS receiver. Okay, the STS has the inverted video. It also has a variable tuning knob. This is the control for our AccuTrack 1500, which is a hydraulic actuator. It uses a aircraft hydraulic fluid, and it has been tested in various types of weather. Okay, the control itself, let me show this to you. It has a 280-degree dial on it. This is for your east-west control. So it's relatively easy to use and is very efficient. And now, for one of the specials of the show, for those of you ordering 3 or more of the AccuTrack hydraulic actuator along with the Dial-A-Sat control, we have this, an AM/FM home entertainment system. We have a shoulder strap. We have headphones. You can remove the speakers here. Take these out, you can remove the receiver itself and carry it around. It's a stereo, believe it or not. It can be yours with 3 or more of the AccuTracks. So don't wait, call now. I'm sure they'll be going fast. Look, that one's gone already.
Here it is, a beautifully efficient Nova satellite TV receiving system, and it can be yours as the prize in Caltronic sweepstakes. The system includes a rich black M120 mesh antenna, a quality Luxor 9550 receiver, coupled with a Luxor 9534 actuator for effortless satellite selection. 2 remote Luxor eyes permit satellite and channel selection from 3 locations in your home, a 100-degree Avantech LNA, and a P1 polar rotor by Chaparral. A top-of-the-industry satellite TV receiving system, and it can be yours in the Caltronic sweepstakes. Enter now. On a 3x5-inch card or plain piece of paper, print your name, address, and phone number. Then indicate whether you're a dealer or consumer by printing dealer or consumer on the card. That's all. Send the entry to Caltronics, Box 637, Richland Center, Wisconsin, 53581. The offer is void where prohibited by law. Shipping, delivery charges, and taxes are not included in the offer. Deadline is December 1st, 1984. Great products, great opportunities, more reasons to depend on Caltronics for quality antenna systems.
Philips Satellite TV Sales and Service, New Haven, Michigan, 313-749-9700.
Midwest Sativision Incorporated, East Moline, Illinois, 309-755-5355.
Sky Power, Downs, Kansas, 913-454-3393 days or 3857 evenings.
Johnson Enterprises, Jamestown, North Dakota, 701-252-1431. Our Technicians Corner today will deal with programming a Luxor. Here's Dale Davenport.
Today I'm going to run through the programming of a Luxor system. I have here the Luxor 9534 actuator control and the Luxor 9550 receiver. Now the first thing that one should do is to thoroughly read the instructions. I'd say 80% or better of the problems I see are caused by improper setup, which could have been avoided if the customer had just read the instructions. Now I have everything set up outside, the system is tracking, I have everything wired, and I'm ready to program this system. Besides reading the instructions, one should have available a listing of all the satellite services. This can be obtained from any of your sat guides or channel guides or any of these. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is program the Luxor receiver. Since I know the system is tracking, I'm going to choose a channel which is easily recognized on SATCOM 3 because I want to find SATCOM 3. I choose 11, it's MTV, it's very easily recognizable. And I go east and west. I will go eastward because I know that I am slightly east of SATCOM 3. Okay, I move the actuator control until I find SATCOM 3. Okay, I now have pictures for SATCOM 3. Now I will start out by programming from the bottom end on up. Dial up channel 1. Initially, you will get nothing but snow. We have the 2 tuning buttons on the front of the Luxor 9550. The left one will tune downwards, and the right one will tune upwards. Now I will go down below all the channels until I have nothing but snow. Okay, I then start coming up, and I know that the first channel I hit will be either 1 or 2, depending on which polarity I'm on. Okay, I find the first channel I hit and verify that it is Nickelodeon. So I know that I am on channel 1. I tune for my best picture and hit the store button. This is done with the AFC off. Okay, I now have stored the position of channel 1. I flip up to channel 3, go down. Initially I will be in between all of the channels. Okay, I am below them now. I start coming up. The first one I hit will be channel 1. There, and the second one I hit will be channel 3. Then fine tune for my best picture on channel 3 and hit my store button. Run up to channel 5. Start coming up. I hit 1, 3, and 5. Fine tune on channel 5 for my best picture and hit the store. Run up to channel 7. Okay, locate where I am. I come up. The first channel I hit is channel 1, then I hit 3, then I hit 5, and then 7. Fine tune for my best picture and hit the store. You do this procedure for all of the even channels, or all of the odd channels. Then we dial up the even channels and do the exact same procedure for all of the even channels. Now the reason I chose SATCOM 3 is because it's the one most watched, most people are the most familiar with this, and it is very full of transponders. Okay, now once I have stored all of my transponder positions, I can turn my FC on, and the Luxor receiver is programmed at this time. Okay, now I'm ready to program the Luxor actuator. Now prior to doing this, refer to your satellite services listing and find an odd and an even channel that will be easily recognized on all of the satellites that you intend to program in. For display purposes, I am only going to program Galaxy 1 and SATCOM 3. And I have picked channel 7 on Galaxy as an odd channel, which is CNN, easily identified, and channel 12, which is Home Team Sports. So I have an even and an odd channel. On SATCOM 3, I will look for channel 4, which is FNN Sports Time, easily recognized, and MTV channel 11. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is hit the master clear function for my 9534 actuator control. This is done by punching satellite function 5 and the store button on the front of the actuator control. Satellite function 5 and store. At this time, I will get the blinking double zeros displayed on the counting output. I now want to set my westernmost limit, my lower limit. So I will go west until I am below the westernmost satellite I want to program, which for these purposes will be Galaxy 1. Okay, I'm on SATCOM 3 right now, which I use to program the receiver. I start moving westward, and I'm on Galaxy now, and I will continue to move westward until I'm slightly below this point. Okay, once I have set my lower limit, I'm now ready to program in the next satellite, which will be Galaxy 1. The first thing I do is hit Satellite Other 1 to tell the actuator control that I am ready to program in a satellite, which will be termed Other 1. At this time, I put the receiver into the scan mode and manually move the actuator eastward until I locate Galaxy. Okay, I have located Galaxy by the blips being displayed on the TV set. You can see that I have located a satellite. Now remove the receiver from the scan mode. And the first thing I want to do is find a channel that I can fine-tune my east and west to. Okay. And now adjust the polarity. I'm obviously out of polarity. Just long enough to get a picture. Okay, I now have a picture, so I fine-tune my east and west for the best picture. Okay, now I want to set the odd channel. I dial up channel 7, which I know is going to be CNN. Okay, I do not have CNN, so I adjust my polarity until I find CNN. Okay, once I fine-tune the polarity on an odd channel, I go to an even channel, which I've already picked out to be channel 12. And fine-tune the polarity until I find Home Team Sports. Okay, I continue to adjust my polarity until I get the best picture. And at this time, hit Store on the front of the actuator control. At this time, I have totally programmed in the position of Galaxy 1 and the polarity positions. I'm now ready to program the next satellite. This time I punch in satellite, SATCOM 3, which is the next satellite I intend to program, and move eastward until I find that satellite. Again, I move eastward until I just lose picture, flip the receiver into the scan mode, and move eastward until I have SATCOM 3. Remove the receiver from the scan mode, fine-tune my east and west for a best picture. I then dial up the odd channel that I have predetermined, which is 11. Okay, I do not have 11 displayed here, so I must fine-tune my polarity. Fine-tune the polarity until I do have MTV displayed. Okay, once I have adjusted the polarity on an odd channel for its best position, I choose an even channel, which I've already determined that I would use channel 4 because it's easily recognized, and adjust the polarity for the best position on an even channel. Okay, once I have adjusted the polarity for the best picture, I hit the Store button again, and at this time I have programmed in the position of SATCOM 3 and its polarities. I will now go slightly above this satellite and set my upper limit, since this is the easternmost satellite I intend to program. Go eastward until I lose picture, and then to punch in my uppermost limit, you punch in function 2 and hit the Store button. At this time, I have programmed the Luxor system. If I want to recall a satellite, say a Galaxy, I punch in satellite, other 1. The green active light is lit while the control is moving. Okay, once the active light is extinguished, it tells me that I have arrived on satellite. And by the picture, you can see that I have come right onto Galaxy. The polarity is automatically controlled. I can switch to an odd channel or to an even channel and automatically adjust my polarity. If I want to, say, go to SATCOM 3 now, I punch in satellite, SATCOM 3, the green active light comes on again. I am moving. Okay, now we have arrived on SATCOM 3. I'm on an odd channel. The polarity is automatically corrected for. If I go to an even channel, it automatically brings in with the polarity correct. I can punch up any channel, and it automatically handles the polarity adjustment. At this point, I have programmed my Luxor system, and I can recall satellite functions, channel functions, polarity fine-tune functions, and audio tune functions, all from the handheld remote.
Are you confused about satellite programming guides? Are you tired of monthly inaccurate guides that are big and bulky and about as much fun to use as a city phone book? How about tabloids with hard-to-read print, incomplete movie listings that are about as easy to use as a road map? Or newspaper guides with confusing grids that fall apart in your hands? There is an alternative. OnSet, the easy-to-read, easy-to-use weekly programming guide with more movies and sports. Best of all, OnSet is only $39. That's right, 52 issues for only $39. But don't take our word for it. We'll send you a free copy of OnSet, and you can judge for yourself. And if you're a dealer, ask about our dealer program. Make your customers happy and make money. Call OnSet now. Toll-free 1-800-438-2020 or write OnSet, Box 2347, Shelby, North Carolina, 28150. OnSet, you've seen the rest. Now try the best.
Synergy Enterprises, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 502-737-8979.
Warner Satellite Incorporated, Elkhart, Indiana, 219-295-2296.
B&M Satellites, Glenoma, Washington, 206-497-5226.
Unlimited Satellite, Madison, Wisconsin, 608-222-3242. Everybody likes something free. Well, this is not only free, it's a great Christmas gift. Here's Jim Atkinson.
I'm Jim Atkinson, sales manager here at Caltronics. And for those of you dealers who will be attending the STTI trade show in Dallas, November 18th through the 20th, Caltronics is offering a special gift to you. Stop in at our booths or talk to the reps at the trade show, and you will receive a free black and white 5-inch screen television set. Our reps there can give you the details on how you can get your television set. So see us at the STTI trade show, November 18th through the 20th. We'll see you there.
We'd like to unveil our Caltronics Trans 10 antenna. It's all new and a born winner.
Quality, performance, and strength, and all at a highly competitive price. It's the all-new Trans 10 Mesh by Caltronics. Engineered for maximum durability and reflective surface, the Trans 10 is also extremely easy to look at. It has a baked acrylic thermoset black finish that gives it that low luster appeal. Aesthetically speaking, the Trans 10 is not just another beautiful face, it's got plenty of other qualities to back it up. The extra strength hub is parabolically formed to maximize signal strength. Like the keystone of a great building, the hub is engineered of 3/16-inch prime steel and measures a solid 14.5 inches in diameter. The ribs are made of superior strength tubular 16-gauge steel encased in polytrans vinyl, especially formulated for the satellite industry. The end result? Solid strength, at the same time minimizing the size of the ribbing. Now this avoids the bulky appearance of so many mesh antennas. The polytrans vinyl ribs of the Trans 10, in another innovative feature, have full half-inch unobstructed mesh retaining channels. The mesh panels slide smoothly into place, simply and surely, making for fast assembly time and snug positioning. Another bonus, better retention of the panels in high wind areas and maximum reflector signal with no gaps in the reflective area. It's a distinct advantage over other mesh designs. High gain means better performance. The Trans 10 has an outer rim of rigid extruded aluminum anchored securely to the ribs and center hub to form a solid framework for the panels. The mesh panels themselves are of expanded flattened aluminum with a 1.040 thickness and 0.045 strand width. The mesh in all exposed frame parts have a baked acrylic thermoset finish. All antenna hardware is plated for weather protection. The new Trans 10 antenna features a Nova polar mount with greasable self-aligning bearings. They reduce wear of the pivot points to an absolute minimum. The mount also has a 4-inch by 4-inch box tubing for the elevation beam. The Trans 10 mount also has an infinitely adjustable declination offset to optimize the trackability of the system regardless of geographic location. Compare this mount with other mounts that you see on the market, and you'll find that the difference will be very apparent. The Trans 10, with its 10-foot diameter, has a deep dish design for maximum gain, a focal length of 44 13/16 inches, and an FD ratio of 0.375. The Trans 10 is UPS shippable anywhere in this country with a weight of 155 pounds for easy handling. Without a doubt, the Trans 10 by Caltronics is destined to be the front runner in the industry, the ultimate mesh antenna design, because it has quality, performance, and eye appeal.
Welcome to the world of satellite TV opportunities, the magazine that brings you inside information on successful marketing and sales techniques, details the latest in new technology, and lets you see how other dealers increase their sales and profits.
Satellite TV Opportunities magazine is the marketing techniques magazine for satellite TV dealers. Our single purpose is to help dealers increase their sales and their profits through improved marketing techniques.
Satellite TV Opportunities offers insight into the latest trends in marketing, profiles thriving businesses, and surveys what TVRO buyers are really after. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-922-2812. For $25, you get a full year subscription to Satellite TV Opportunities, a magazine full of new ideas that will help your business thrive. 1-800-922-2812. Call today. MasterCard and Visa accepted.
Satellite TV Systems, Amarillo, Texas, 806-372-1401.
Comstar North, Chicago, Illinois, 312-952-9154.
ESI, Parkersburg, West Virginia, 304-863-8383.
Tri-County Satellite, Oxnard, California, 805-485-4665.
Hello, I'm back again. Please pick up the flyer we've sent to you or refer to it a little later. And for those of you dealers who do not have it, call one of the numbers listed at the bottom of the screen to get your mailer like this. Now, the special deals we're talking about are the Luxor 9550 and Luxor 9534 actuator system. On the prices listed in the blue sheet, you can discount those by 10%. So the price listed there, knock 10% off of it, and that's the price that you can buy them for. To get one, or to order one or 5, call the numbers listed at the screen, and we'll send them out to you right away. Thank you very much.
And now from the news desk, brought to you each week with the cooperation of the news staff of Satellite TV magazine. Well, President Reagan signed the Cable Deregulation Bill on October 30th, which had been ratified earlier by both houses of Congress. This deregulation bill contains an amendment which legalizes home viewing of satellite signals with certain restrictions. The amendment specifies that non-commercial viewing of unscrambled satellite signals is legal, as are signals for which the programmer has not set up a system for collecting fees. The amendment was tacked on to a cable deregulation bill in an 11th hour move by several congressmen and senators who had introduced viewing rights bills earlier in the legislative year. The co-sponsors of those bills felt it was too late in the session to push the separate viewing rights bills through both houses and decided an amendment to the deregulation bill would expedite implementation of legislation assuring the rights of home satellite TV viewers. The legislators, along with staff members from space, coordinated the successful effort to tack on the satellite viewing rights language to that deregulation bill. While some in the industry are not satisfied completely with the language of the amendment, Space plans to continue its efforts to protect the rights of home satellite TV system owners to watch programs which are broadcast via satellite. The Hospital Satellite Network has inked a pact with the Satellite Systems Division of Oak Communications for the company's Orion encryption and decoder systems. The Hospital Satellite Network, which is based in Los Angeles, provides satellite-delivered medical training programming and movies to hospitals throughout the entire country. The move to encryption by the network is seen in the industry as an effort by Hollywood producers to restrict broadcast of movies by unsecured satellite transponders capable of reception by home satellite systems. Oak's scrambling system is a relatively low-cost system with decoders selling under $500. Oak claims the personal decoder combines state-of-the-art multiple-mode video scrambling with computer-driven audio encryption. The decoder is an addressable system which permits the use of 49 internal switches to turn off blocks of customer receiving sites for specialized programming or teleconferencing events. The personal decoder was originally developed for direct-to-home use, but has been accepted for commercial applications by cable and subscription television systems, according to a spokesman from Oak. Well, Telsat Canada has too many communication satellites. They're looking for the highest bidder to take the Annex C1 off its inventory of 3 communication satellites. The minimum bid, $65 million. Telsat President Eldon Thompson said when the Annex C1 was planned, forecasts for Canadian satellite needs were extremely bright. Thompson said an economic recession, along with declining business needs and alternate technologies, caused the decline in demand for satellite uses. The ANIC C1 sale is being handled by New York investment brokers Payne Weber Incorporated. Telset said the sale would have to be completed by January of 1985 to meet the launch deadline. Telsat Canada is a private company jointly owned by the Canadian government and several major Canadian-operated common carriers. The company also owns the ANIC C3 and C2 satellites, which were launched respectively in late 1982 and the spring of 1983. The satellite television magazine Vantenna has logged its last mile of the 1984 Can-Am road trip. The Vantenna, equipped with two Qualtronic stainless steel dishes, covered over 30,000 miles of roads, both in this country and Canada. It crossed the continent 6 times from coast to coast, and its crew took over 40,000 power readings from the current inventory of geosynchronous satellites. The purpose of the road trip was to determine the true power levels from each of the satellites from which EIRP maps of the North American continent will be drawn to assist dealers in choosing the correct diameter dish for their particular part of the country. STV staff member Tim Givens conducted most of the tests and was with the Vantenna for the entire trip, which started in May and ended just late in October. Craig Howard, a college student from Boulder, Colorado, spent 4 months with Givens and the van while other STV staff members completed the tour. STV magazine editor and publisher Chris Schultheis said he expects the data from that trip to be compiled and published sometime early next year. More than 24 companies within the satellite television industry were co-sponsors of that trip, with STV magazine being the prime sponsor. Schultheis said that the equipment supplied by the manufacturers performed almost flawlessly for the entire trip. The Satellite Television Technology International and Pan Am SES 1984 show, to be held in Dallas November 18, 19, and 20, will see a continuation of the dealer certification classes held at the Space STTI show in Nashville. The Nashville show attracted more than 350 dealers who participated in the certification classes. Those dealer certification programs are designed to assist individual dealers to gain experience in the technical areas of home satellite television. The program offers 10 courses, 5 of which are required for certification. 3 of the required courses will be offered at the Dallas show, including receiver and design technology, satellite antenna for TVRO, and TVRO installations. Space and the National Association of Satellite Equipment Manufacturers held their first Standards Committee meeting October 15th. The Space NASM groups are attempting to set standards for the entire satellite TV industry, including standardization of measuring techniques, test procedures, and component interfacing. The Space NASM Committee formed 4 subcommittees during their initial meeting to establish testing and measurement procedures for various satellite TV components. The committee also established several channels through which the industry can provide input into the standard making process, including a working group which will survey all manufacturers for suggestions and comments, and a review committee which will call for representatives from the industry to serve on the various committees. Well, Madison Square Garden Network is back on the bird at Transponder 6, Satcom 4, with expanded sports coverage and general programming entertainment. The MSG network will carry 42 New York Ranger hockey games, 55 New Jersey Devils games, plus many New York National Basketball Association games. MSG's expanded package of programming will also include some general entertainment programming such as Andy Warhol's TV, the Jonathan Schwartz TV show, plus a few old series such as The Untouchables and The Avengers. And that's all the news this week. Now back to the program.
Calltronics is proud to announce we are now distributors for quality Luxor products. We here at Calltronics are delighted to now offer the great line of Luxor equipment and to provide a service center for those products. For more information, call our 800 numbers. The Nova M120 mesh antenna, it's new, and Calltronics is happy to introduce it here. It's a new concept in satellite antenna design. Simple, clean lines with easy-to-install panels. Just 1 hour for assembly. UPS shippable anywhere in the U.S. Precision die formed with extruded ribs for parabolic accuracy. The M120 is a full 10-foot dish for maximum gain with an FD ratio of 0.28 and a full 5-year limited warranty. The light weight of 165 pounds permits simple rooftop installations. Built solid and tough with a survival wind load of 120 miles per hour thanks to its 70% open area. It comes in black or aluminum. You'll be looking through it in your neighborhood soon. The M120 joins the Calltronics line of celebrated stainless steel antennas. The Nova SS Series, 66, 90, and 112. All are one-piece, smooth as silk, non-corrosive, extremely durable, and all have a 10-year warranty. For more information, call our 800 numbers. To help celebrate the new products, Calltronics is offering a sweepstakes, and you may be the winner. The prize is a complete satellite system. On a 3x5-inch card or plain piece of paper, print your name, address, and phone number. Then indicate whether you're a dealer or consumer by printing dealer or consumer on the card. That's all. Send the entry to Calltronics, Box 637, Richland Center, Wisconsin, 53581. The sweepstakes top prize, the satellite TV system, will include a rich black M120 mesh antenna, a quality Luxor 9550 receiver, coupled with a Luxor 9534 actuator for effortless satellite selection. 2 Luxor remote eyes to give you complete command of satellite and channel selection from 3 locations in your home. Also included, a 100-degree of OnTech low-noise amplifier and a P1 polar rotor by Chaparral. The Luxor 9550 receiver has a built-in Chaparral polar rotor control and modulator for vertical and horizontal polarization, signal strength LED display, stereo matrix, and direct systems with narrow and wide band deviation. Low threshold for video excellence, plus Dolby dynamic noise reduction and a 2-to-1 audio expander. It helps make this a quality system, and it's the prize in the Calltronics sweepstakes. This offer is void where prohibited by law. Shipping, delivery charges, and taxes are not included in the offer. Enter today to be eligible to enjoy a beautifully efficient Calltronics satellite receiving system by Christmas. Deadline for entry is December 1st, 1984, when the drawing will be held. But enter today. Great products, great opportunities. Another reason to depend on Calltronics for quality antenna systems.
Good afternoon. For those of you dealers who have not had an opportunity to try out the Gemini 1500 hydraulic actuator, we're going to offer you a special deal. The price that's listed in the blue flyer, you can discount that by 10%. Call up one of the numbers to try one out.
Mid-Central Electronics, Swanville, Minnesota, 800-547-2388.
TVRO Satellite, Alpena, Michigan, 517-595-2422.
Nichols Distributing Company, Bay City, Michigan, 517-686-3750.
Suntech Satellite Distributing, Staley, North Carolina, 919-742-2353 or 919-742-3441.
Phillips Satellite Systems, Douglas, Wyoming, 307-358-3723.
Back to the bargain corner for just a moment. Let me tell you about a couple of our products. These will not be discontinued items, but we will have them on stock. First of all, the KLM Olympiad 1, and down below, we have the Locom BR220. Like I say, these items will not be discontinued. They will remain on stock, but call now for these very special prices.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show today, and we want to thank Pat Olson, associate producer, again for jumping in with us here.
You're very welcome.
And we want to emphasize to you people that the show is on every Tuesday now, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the same satellite.
Very good. Thank you very much for watching.